Let's get straight to the point. 1. Ban on wearing rubber flip-flops in bars. Capri, Italy. Capri is a beautiful island, famous for its ancient stone-paved streets. They didn't ban rubber flip-flops because they dislike tourists, but because the clack-clack sound they make in bars is pretty annoying. Imagine walking into a bar, your flip-flops echoing like drums through the quiet space, while others are enjoying cocktails and jazz. With one slip, rubber flip-flops could even turn you into a flying object on the stone floor, and someone's cocktail would disappear instantly. From a personal view, I think this rule is a subtle way to protect both safety and the overall ambiance, while maintaining the island's elegant image. Smart without being overly restrictive. 2. Ban on flushing toilets. After 10 p.m., Switzerland is known for discipline and respect for time. In many apartment buildings, the soundproofing is extremely poor, so a single toilet flush can wake up an entire floor. They take quiet hours so seriously that flushing after 10 p.m. is forbidden. I can't help but think if this law existed in my city, the whole neighborhood would probably lose their minds because of me. But in Switzerland, it's their way of keeping neighborly peace. In reality, this rule varies by canton or building, but the main idea is to respect shared living spaces. And yes, sometimes strange laws reflect deeper cultural values than you'd expect. 3. Ban on sumo wrestlers driving. Japan. In Japan, sumo isn't just a sport. Wrestlers are living cultural symbols. After a serious accident, the Sumo Association decided no sumo wrestler is allowed to drive. Logically, a person who weighs nearly 200 kilograms, built like a mountain, driving a personal vehicle, is dangerous not only for themselves but for others. In my opinion, this is one of those weird but reasonable laws. No one wants the national sport to become a traffic headline. Besides, sumo wrestlers already follow strict rules. They can't choose their own clothes, hairstyles, or even use social media. Adding no driving is pretty reasonable. 4. Ban on chewing gum. Singapore. Singapore is famous for its cleanliness, and this is one of the reasons why chewing gum used to be a nightmare for public infrastructure. People stuck gum under seats, on elevator buttons, even on train doors. The result, train doors couldn't open, costing millions of dollars to repair. So they decided, ban selling and chewing gum. The only exception is medical gum, such as for quitting smoking. Personally, I think the rule is a bit extreme, but realistically, if you've ever seen a train door jammed with gum, you'd understand keeping a city clean sometimes requires rules that seem harsh. 5. Ban on owning rabbits. Unless you're a magician. Queensland, Australia. Australia has a huge problem with rabbits. They're not cute, they're ecological destroyers. A few rabbits can multiply into hundreds within months. Carrot fields, farms, even your garden can turn into a rabbit headquarters. So Queensland made a rule you can't own a rabbit. The only exception, magicians. The idea is that rabbits only appear in hats, and magicians have the skills to keep them under control. To me, this law is both serious and amusing. It's like Australia saying, we don't joke about rabbits unless you can turn them into safe magic tricks. 6. Ban on dying in the Houses of Parliament. UK. Yes, it sounds absurd, but this is one of the most famous symbolic laws. Westminster Palace is considered royal land, and if someone were to die there, they might be entitled to a royal funeral. In other words, the law exists to avoid legal and ceremonial complications. I'm not sure you can imagine how serious this no dying rule is. In reality, it's more like a warning sign. Don't do anything extreme here, not even dying. 7. Ban on not walking your dog daily. Italy. Italy has strict rules on animal welfare. Some cities like Turin require dogs to be walked at least twice a day. If you're lazy, you can be fined. The reason is simple. Dogs need exercise to stay healthy, avoid stress, obesity, and destructive behavior. A dog locked inside all day won't just be sad, it might turn your home into a hairy disaster zone. Personally, I think this rule is both strict and practical. It's a gentle reminder. You own a dog, you're responsible. No, pat, once and forget. Take it for a walk, or pay the price. That's it for today. Follow to discover more interesting facts.